Good morning. Today you guys are going to be working on lesson 13-5. 13-5 is using metric units of capacity. So today you're going to be learning about liters and milliliters converted to liters. So in the metric system, there's a lot of units that use liters. You're just going to focus on liters and milliliters today. Okay. Now I'm going to turn over to the back side here. So 13.4, 13.5 and 13.6 deal with different metric units. So yesterday you learned about the metric unit of length, which is a meter. Today you're going to learn about how liter deals with capacity. So if you look on your soda bottle or any type of beverage that you drink, you're also going to see measurements in either liters or milliliters. And then tomorrow, Monday, you're going to learn about metric units of mass, which is a gram. So we talk about mass because mass is the same on Earth as is on the moon. It's different than weight because of gravity. Weight can change on the moon and on Earth. So we always call gram mass. So anyways, we're dealing with capacity today. I'd like you to write this down on your notebook or whatever piece of paper you're working on. 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters, and 1,000 meters equals a liter. I'm going to pause here and then work through a couple of problems with you. Okay, this is number 1 on the guided practice located on page 314. So it states 275 liters equals how many milliliters? So you're going to think of your base unit that you wrote down. You know that 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters, but you're dealing with 275 of these liters. Now, you are not going to add 1,275 times. What you're going to do is you're going to multiply 275 times 1,000. Like that. And you'll do 275 times 1. Then you add 1, 2, 3 zeros to it like that. And you'll get 275,000 milliliters. So that's how you do guided practice number 1. Okay, so now I have number 2 here. Number 2 on guided practice on page 314 has you do 34,000 milliliters equals how many liters? Now think of milli like a million, or a really small amount. It's not a million of a liter. But anyways, it's a really small unit that you are going to make into something larger. A liter's like what we think of as a quart. A liter's just a little bit larger. So it's what they use in Canada for what we call a quart, but a liter's a little bit bigger. So anyways, you're going to take 30, you know that 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter. You wrote that down earlier. So you're going to take 34,000 and you are going to be dividing that to find out how many liters. So you're going to divide it by 1,000. So if we divide 34 divided by 1, that equals 34. If you remember back a long time ago when we divide with zeros, we can cross off equal zeros on each side. So we've crossed out all the zeros. So 34,000 divided by 1,000 equals 34 liters. I've showed you how to do 2 of them. You're either going to go from milliliters to liters or liters to milliliters today. I'm going to put 2 problems on the board, work through them with you, and you should be ready to go for this lesson. A lot easier than the lesson you did yesterday where you're working with more metric units. Okay, so I'm going to briefly go over number 3 and 4 with you on guided practice. I always write down the conversion you wrote down earlier. So if we have 5 liters, we're going to convert that to milliliters. We know that 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. So I could almost do this in my head now. 5 times 1,000 equals 5,000 milliliters. Now I have 25,000 milliliters down here. I'm going to convert them to liters. So I'm going to divide that by 1,000. 25,000 divided by 1,000 equals 25. So this is how all your problems are going to look. Good luck with lesson 13-5. Remember to review metric units on Splash Learn. You're going to want to do some extra work with the units of length that we did because it covers a lot more yesterday. Okay, good luck. Remember to ask me any questions that you have. Have a good day. Bye.